One of the most consumed spices in the world, pepper, the fruit of the plant called Piper nigrum. Sri Lanka caters to merely 2.5% of the global demand for pepper. Ceylon pepper is rich in piperine. White sandalwood is an evergreen tree. The oil from the wood and the wood are used as medicine. Traditional Sri Lankan village and enjoy the trek, which will let you witness the amazing flora and fauna with historical living condition of the Kandyan kingdom. Enjoying the journey reaching the village to see the villagers performing their daily chores. The fascinating culture and historical traditions of the village bond with Buddhist temple. Pomelo is a large Asian citrus fruit that's closely related to grapefruit from the family Rutaceae. Is the largest citrus fruit commonly found in the Kandyan villages.
And headphone also. You can try.
That picture of that cat with watermelon on its head. It's like that.
Snake.
It feels funny.
Yeah, it's funny, like the grapefruits back home, they are different color.
Yeah, why is that?
Pomelo is a highly nutritious fruit that's low in calories and full of vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. Among the paddy-filed types of palms have planted. The coconut and the areca nut. Areca nut is not a true nut, but rather the seed of a fruit categorized as a berry. It is commercially available in dried, cured, and fresh forms. Usually for chewing, a few slices of the nut are wrapped in a betel leaf along with calcium hydroxide, slaked lime, and may include clove, cardamom, kataku, or other spices for extra flavoring.
Bird is the bird paradise. He is the good architecture because he's built up this nest very safety and red ant.
The farmers are watching their paddy fields in the morning as a habit. This is the place where village headmen used to solve the problems of his villages during the Kandyan kingdom. The panoramic view of the mountainous Kandyan countryside witnessed the self-sufficiency from the past came down from generation to generation.
So it's cool where you've got like the lighter tones where the sun's hitting it differently further away.
Yeah, but
The eye bliss attractive forest river coming down from the Knuckles mountain range which feeds the paddy fields and Kandyan home gardens and all living creatures. The beautiful and unique waterfall, which looks like watching an overfilled dam spilling the excess water along the slope on rock boulders. We stops at the river for a session of fish therapy in the river, where put the feet in the water and let hundreds of fish gives very peculiar, yet satisfying, foot massage or the beauty treatment that uses dozens of tiny fish to nibble away dead and hardened skin from the feet.
But here pangolin, we can't see his legs and others because he's covered in like shells, little like oyster shell, you know, like oyster, oyster shell like his body, and cut that. Then they use the bamboo ladder and climb up the tree, and that flower first time looked like a tusker. You know tusk, like elephant, elephant tusk. Outside have a nice cover. People climb up the tree and they safely take out the cover of that flower, and the flower bottom make the hole. And I thought that secret medicine they apply.
The non-raining season with dry weather condition affected the small bushes to gone dried out. The waterfalls also has vanished and only remain rock boulders. The abounded tea plantations in the British colonial period was given profit for the tea industry of Ceylon. The well-known Nyan Kalina Gala or snake-playing rock is a viewpoint rock on the trail.
ये मागे पुरवන්න ඕනේ යන්න වෙලාව. මාගේ ගලවන්නත් තියෙන පුරවන්නත් තියෙන දත් ටික. මාගේ මේ හක්කේ දත් ටික නේ.
A well-paved rocky path in the abounded tea plantation made good trekking trail with amazing view of the Knuckles mountain range. African tulip, the red flowering plant which introduced by British from West Africa and now widespread in moist lowlands and sub-mountain region up to about 1,200 meters elevations of Knuckles mountain range. Small bridge over the forest river and the natural swimming pool is the highlight of the day. Albizia is a genus of more than 160 species of mostly fast-growing subtropical and tropical trees in the second-generation forest in Knuckles mountain range.
Oh, 4x4 vehicle.
You're never alone. The tuk-tuk will always be on.
50,000 or 40,000 monthly payment. Yeah.
The changing terrain with lemongrass planted with tea plantations still remaining. Before planting tea, plant a year before dug into the soil and plant lemongrass helps put the nutrients back into the ground before a new young tea bush. The Knuckles area represents one of the major sub-watersheds of the Kota Ganga main river. It is an important source of water for the dry zone.
We have some tree bark of the tree. That's like thing, and you know, wood apple bark and wood apple flower. That's
Tea plantation working community who lives here under the iron sheet shelters. The history goes back to British period. Sri Lanka trekking base camp in Knuckles mountain range is the shelter for the tourists with all the facilities. The Knuckles Summit Trail starts with broken paved rocky tea plantation paths and continues on flat terrains surrounded by sparsely vegetated areas.
මෙතනින් යන්න එහා පැත්තෙන් ටින්ගල්.
In some places, bamboo corridors and trees are not tall but grown so close that have to bend down to avoid getting your head banged against millions of thick branches winding about like serpents. After an hour or so, reach rest area on the mountain with a viewpoint where have a small bite to eat biscuits and hydrate with mineral water. Knuckles mountain range thick jungle covered with the well-known pygmy forest gives shelter to more other flora and the fauna.
Like this size.
The cloud forest is an evergreen jungle that houses many endemic species of fauna and flora.
This mouse lizard maybe we can see today, but pygmy lizard a little bit rare.
Bless you.
Bless you. Wasgamu National Park.
Yeah.
You know Wasgamu means?
Yeah.
Walasa means sloth bear.
Yeah.
It is said to contain over 1,000 species of plants, 128 species of birds, 31 species of mammals, 20 species of amphibians and 53 species of reptiles.
Yeah, one is
The begging of the river, the crystal clear water streams, a valuable source of water from Knuckles mountain range with freshwater living creatures. Plateau with the grassland is a visible spot of all the 5 peaks of Knuckles mountain range. Highest of knuckle-shaped 5 peaks is at 1,864 meters, while Knuckles Kirigalpota 1,647 meters, not to be confused with Horton Plains Kirigalpota, second highest peak of Sri Lanka. Alia Wetanala 1,647 meters, Dumbanagala 1,644 meters, Yakungagala 1,586 meters, Dothalugala 1,575 meters, Wamarapugala 1,559 meters, Kobonilagala 1,555 meters, Kalupahana 1,628 meters, Railagala 1,605 meters, Talambagala 1,331 meters, Nawanagala 1,488 meters, Lake Gala 1,310 meters, Maratuegala 1,190 meters, Balagaria 1,148 meters, Velangala 1,180 meters, Lahumanagala 1,114 meters, Kinahiragala 1,068 meters and Lunamadala 1,060 meters are among the other peaks.
Nick, no worries. We've got till 10 PM.
Yeah.
No stress.
I would just like to be on the mountain, but yeah, the clouds are coming in.
Under the bamboo corridor reach the upper part of the massive cluster of waterfalls known as Sevan Cascade of Knuckles mountain range called Garadi Ella Falls.
Yeah, we can have one. After going to water, then lunch and again water.
Water, lunch, water.
Lunch.
There's another waterfall. More waterfalls.
There are a number of narrow and long waterfalls in Sri Lanka by the name of Garandi Ella, which literally means rat snake waterfall. The resemblance of these waterfalls to a slithering rat snakes has given rise to many waterfalls being called by this name.
Great documentary as well, eh?
Yeah, super nice. Recommend to watch it. About this guy who lives near the ocean. Sometimes he wants you to like sunflowers or something. Ah, isn't that where we just fed up from the top?
I know. More than other one. This is the third one. This is third. And you can see the fourth and third.
Ah, cool.
Yeah.
It's faster
Other one
from
is
this
really-
way.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the one that we were just...
Yeah, so we were playing in Scandinavia 2 times, like recently went to Belgium 2 tournaments. We got a sponsorship to go everywhere as well. This like frisbee golf. Huh? I don't know.
Like it's a team game.
Flower.
Love it.
happening.
Yeah.
Oh, is this Corbett's Gap?
Yeah?
Is that Corbett's Gap?
Oh, the gap.
How are we all doing?
I fell over. You fell over.
Yeah, we all did.
The land cleared for replantation of tea.
Oh, they're the fish again, yeah.
Possibly.
Oh, I'm looking forward to my beer and stuff again.
The discovery of the Sevan Cascade ended with the large panoramic valley, which the water source of the eastern part of Kandy.
Okay, guys. Are you happy with this tour?
Yeah. Good shit. Thank you very much.